Hi, and welcome to Success for Life. I'm Connie, and you've probably seen like two of my videos. I also have a Facebook page for weight loss, and I just felt compelled to get on YouTube and tell the world about weight loss. I used to be 254 pounds. I lost about 91 pounds. I'm still losing. I'm currently about 165. My goal weight is 130, 135. I'm 5'7", and my body fat right now is 26.7. So, one of the things that I want to talk about before I even go to weight loss is when you're a normal person. I don't pretend to be a fitness expert, a fitness guru, or trained by the top fitness people in the world. But one of the things I want to tell people is that before you even go into any type of fitness regimen, the most important thing is nutrition. So a lot of times people don't get the results they want. They just dive right into the fitness. They go right into it, which is good. I'm not saying it's not good to want to work out, but the most important thing is nutrition. And it's such a huge disconnect because when I was overweight, I never saw a nutritionist. I never stepped foot into a nutritionist office. My doctor, strangely enough, didn't even recommend that. It was me that said, gee, I have health insurance. It covers nutrition. Nutritionists. You can even go on Groupon and get a more advanced, in-depth one-on-one nutrition for your diet, for your workout plan. Because to me, nutrition is the fuel for your fitness regimen. You have the other parts, it's equally important, but you can't start the actual fitness journey without a proper nutrition plan. And I'm just a regular person. I'm not trying to be jumping around, hanging off the roof. As my channel progresses, I'll have my trainer and we'll do workouts and stuff like that. But I am not trying to, be some type of top-notch fitness guru. I just want to show you that a regular person can lose weight. And what was so inspiring to me was that I have endometriosis, I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and mine was really intense. I've had about 5 surgeries for endometriosis, and I know when this video is over, you guys are going to be Googling. So basically, endometriosis is a chronic disorder. There's no cure for it, where you develop scar tissue in the body. They don't know why, but in other parts of the body. That tissue normally is endometrium skin, that when you have your cycle, it breaks down, it sheds, and that's the actual menstruation. But for some reason, for people like us, that skin grows in other parts of the body. And when you have that time of the month, it still bleeds. So that blood traps in the body. It gets hard. It causes scar tissue. It's extremely painful. And not to mention, it causes a lot of hormonal disruptions, which can also attribute to obesity. In addition to that, I also have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which actually is a direct cause for obesity. It actually disrupts the insulin absorption. So all the sugars you eat, for some reason, it doesn't get absorbed properly. And even in a healthy person, sugar causes obesity, excessive amounts of sugar, I should say, excessive amounts. So imagine having a disease that actually blocks the sugar from digesting. You're going to get fat. So that's why when the disease started progressing, I gained 71 pounds in a year. I gained so much weight that I had friends that would see me on the street and walk right past me. So that's why I want to tell people nutrition is so important. And not just for weight loss, for disease, to prevent, to cure. I'm really big on nutrition, and I'm really, really big on looking and doing research and doing what's right for you. So if you have health insurance, I hope you do. If you don't, you can actually go on Groupon and look up nutrition, and they actually have really affordable nutrition sessions for like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, where you can actually sit down with a nutritionist and work out a diet plan. If you have $100 to spare, they can even have some nutritionists that will work out a fitness plan. So I always wonder why in society people don't talk about seeing a nutritionist a bit more. Right? Yeah, it puzzles me. I was 254 and not one doctor said, hey, Miss Walker, why don't you go see a nutritionist? It was me. When I started asking my doctor more nutritional questions, they really didn't know. I had to sit there and be like, okay, what speeds up your metabolism? What are thermogenics? What are natural foods that can help boost? They were like, I don't know. probably see a nutritionist, like in a little sarcastic way. And I'm like, you know what? Probably I will. And that was a huge contributor to my success. It gave me energy because I was eating right. It speeded up my results because I knew what foods contributed to me gaining weight. It also helped me to know what foods to eat when, because there's certain foods you're supposed to eat before you work out, certain foods, after you work out. It gave me information on the importance of protein for women especially, and also important vitamins for women like probiotics, which actually helps contribute to weight loss. Fish oil, which actually helps contribute to weight loss, and it's really freaking good for you, period. Even if you're not overweight, that's something women should be taking. We talked about B12 and CLA. So I'm not going to sit here and recommend all these things for you. You need to read up. You need to go online and do research and click in women's vitamins. I want you to engage your brain. I want you to take control of your fitness. I don't want you to sit here like other fitness channels and tell you, because you can have special health issues and something I'm recommending cannot be great for you. I want to motivate you to go to see a nutritionist. A lot of Americans have never seen nutritionists. I just can't believe it. Even if you don't need to see one, everybody should see one. You will only benefit from that. What foods are good, what foods aren't good, and what foods will actually make you more sensitive to put on weight. Having PCOS, I'm very carb sensitive. I didn't even know that was a thing. PCOS means you have troubles breaking down sugar. So processed foods like breads and cereals and oatmeal that's supposed to be so good, that was like a death trap for me, because I eat that in the morning, the first thing in the morning, and my insulin would spike. First thing, that's the worst thing you want. So, I'm just here to tell you that as a regular person, you can lose weight. You can do things to contribute to your weight loss as in nutrition. So before you start looking at weight loss videos and fitness videos, you need to listen. And we become a society that doesn't want to listen and read, which is really dangerous. And I was part of that society. I just want to touch a press play, and I just want to go. We always on the move. Slow down. Take some time to listen. Take some time to read. I believe that you are worth it. We are all worth it. And that was the biggest contributor, I think, to my success in losing that weight and maintaining that weight. And also, I know it might sound a little corny, but when you understand what these foods do to your body, you're going to be less freaking tempted. I know I was. When I realized that, I don't know, probably having that Starbucks latte with extra whipped cream, when I realized the struggle that my body was going through just to break this down, it really helps to deter you. And when you keep that knowledge and education going, when you tell somebody you can't have this cup of, ice cream or cup of whatever the hell, it's just like a child, and you're going to want it even more. But if you educate yourself, and I really mean it, I know there's people watching this video right now. You could tell me whatever. I'm still going to eat it. No, you're not. When you realize that your body is trying to help you, and your body is your only tool to fitness, and if you want to do nutrition, not diet, because diet means restrictive. Nutrition means you are supplying your body with the fundamentals, the necessities for nutrition. And also, that's why I'm not big on diets, because diets focus a lot on calorie restriction and doesn't focus on quality and content of the actual food that you're eating. And that's my biggest inhibitor with diets. It's like, you're just talking about restriction. You're not explaining to me. You're not taking the time to tell me why I can't have ice cream for breakfast. And this is what I like to do. You're not talking to me and telling me why can't I eat pizza 5 days a week. You're just telling me you're going to get fat, you're going to get weight, calories, calories, calories. But I really believe with my heart, if you educate people and you tell them, hey, that pizza has 10,000 grams of sodium. Do you know what a gram of sodium is? A lot of people don't know. When they talk about grams and teaspoons and tablespoons, they use all these tricky things in foods because they don't want you to be able to mentally put in your head that grams means teaspoons, and you can actually see the actual teaspoons as they're talking about grams going into the Coke, going into the Pepsi or whatever the hell you drink. So that's the thing. I really believe in people. And I think once people are able to relate what they're eating and understand what they're eating, dieting becomes easier and diet becomes nutrition. So this is the first of one of my nutritional videos. And, I am not going to try to sit here and be a pharmacist and tell you specifically what to eat and what to do. Later on, as the video progresses, I will acknowledge, not this video, but other video series, I will acknowledge other things that worked incredibly for me, things that were fundamental for me, and things that were amazing for me, and I saw the increase in my weight. And as somebody that's battling insulin resistance, somebody that's battling endometriosis and have hormonal problems chronically, if I can lose the weight and use nutritional things to my advantage, I really believe you can too. So I just want to come to you as a regular person, not somebody that's going to be bouncing all over the walls, and gradually tell you how I did my fitness journey. Hopefully I can get some pictures up so you can see how I used to look, and I'll show you how I look now. But I do have a Facebook page. I do have an Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. This is Instagram. See, I'm a real person. I do have a fitness page on Facebook called the Best Weight Loss Page Ever. You can look for it. I'm sure there's not a lot of pages called that. And there's pictures of me that you can see before and after. And I'm still going. Right now, my biggest challenge is to continue to cut, shred, and build muscle. I'm 37 years old. And that's the biggest challenge as your body's aging, to make sure you maintain that muscle. And I don't think I'm ancient, but you have to make sure once you reach a certain age that you're not just doing calorie restricting. If you're young, I don't even care if you're younger than me. It's just not healthy to focus on bare calories, because you can have 2,000 calories of lettuce. You're not going to get fat off of lettuce, but you can have 2,000 calories of lasagna. And yes, it matters the content of those calories. It matters the content of what that food is and what it does for the body. So, all right, that's just it. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. If you have any tips, please let me know. Again, this is a forum. This is not me being an authority. And I just want to come to women, men as a real person and encourage you. Have a great night. Thank you.